fightfan.com.au, brought to you today by Dreamfighter Active Lifestyle Gear and Titan Fitness. Hey guys, Ian Schaffa here for fightfan.com.au, and we're here catching up with Richie Vas as he prepares for PWP3 against Justin Wong at the Roundhouse at UNSW. Can you tell us how your preparation's been for this fight?
Yeah, mate. Preparation's been great. I'm lucky enough to have a few fellow teammates from TP gym fighting on the same night. So the feeling in the gym has been great. Everyone's preparing for the same night, and turning up and training hard at every session. So preparation's been great.
And how are you feeling going into this fight?
Mate, I feel great. I've had a little while out, and so I was just really excited and enthusiasm. To get ready for this fight was great, and I'm coming to this fight full of confidence. My preparation has been great, as I said, and the body's feeling great, and I'm just really excited to get in there.
What do you feel are the biggest challenges that Justin Wong poses?
He seems to be quite a handy striker, so I think from what I've seen of him, and it's not a lot, but I think his striking is going to be the danger point if I can maybe outstrike him, or what I've seen of him is his striking seems to be a strong point, so that's what I'm going to be cautious of.
Now, there isn't much footage of Justin Wong on the internet. Do you know much about Justin Wong and his strengths and weaknesses?
Not a lot, as you said. I haven't been able to get much footage of him, and the footage I have seen of him, he looks quite decent standing up, and it seems like that's the way he likes to keep the fight. So. I don't know a whole lot about him, and I think his record is 5-0, so he's coming in undefeated, which undefeated fighter always carries a lot of confidence. So I think that's his strong points, his confidence, and he's been able to, as I've seen, be able to keep the fight where he wants it. So it should be a great challenge.
How about your training and sparring? Are your training partners keeping up with you?
Both training and sparring has been great. As I mentioned earlier, there's 4 or 5 guys from TP, the gym I do my MMA at, all fighting on the same card at PWP3. So preparation has been really good. Everyone's been turning up the training sessions, training really hard, and everyone's preparing for the same night. And I couldn't ask for a better preparation.
You picked up a new sponsor, RVCA. They sponsor the likes of BJ Penn and Vito Belfort. Can you tell us a bit more about this?
Yeah, early in the year I was lucky to meet up with the guys from Maruka, my new sponsor, and I'm stoked to be a part of that brand now. They also cross over into surfing as well, so they look after me for both my fighting and surfing, and they've got guys on their fight team like BJ Penn and Vito Belfort, so it's a great company to be a part of for myself. I'm stoked, and I've been over in the States already this year and done some training. They've got a gym over there, and I did some pad work with guys like Jason Perillo, who looks after all the guys in UFC, and I got to roll around with some pretty impressive black belts as well. So just really stoked to be a part of the brand, and
And a little birdie tells me also that there's a documentary coming out on Richie Vas. True or false?
Yeah, got myself and my best mate Mark Matthews have got a documentary style movie coming out in November of this year. It's called Fighting Fear. It follows us both growing up surfing, chasing big waves, and then it follows me into MMA as well, and it just goes through our setbacks and the hurdles we have to come across, and just really being good mates and sticking by each other and trying to help each other achieve what they want to achieve in their respective sports. So it's been pretty fun, and it's pretty exciting now. It's almost over, so yeah, that should be out in November.
Okay, a bit off the topic. Preparation-wise, how does MMA compare to surfing?
Look, I think they both complement each other well, because it's obviously great to, when you train MMA, you get really fit, and it's great to take that in the water when you surf big waves, to have that confidence in your body and know that you're fit, but also the biggest difference between MMA and surfing is just the distance side of things. When I was surfing, discipline, I didn't know what the word meant. I would just go out, do it a rewind, I could party night before, and sort of always get up and go surfing the next day. But obviously you can't do that if you're trying to be a professional MMA fighter. So the biggest change is that lifestyle change of looking after what I eat, and not going out partying, and eating the right things. But the training side of things really help each other, I think. So yeah, they're a good combination.
And what about focus-wise? Like focusing for your opponent and focusing on that big wave.
Yeah, well, trying to stay calm in those kind of situations and relax and just keep your mind on the task at hand. It happens in both sports. Obviously when you're surfing big waves, you can also get pushed into a situation where it's very easy to panic and make the situation a lot worse. Obviously the same in MMA when things aren't going your way. It's very important to keep a cool head on your shoulders and just do what you got to do to get out of it. So it does. They do work similar like that. It's good not to panic in either situation.
And just for the record, what's the biggest wave that you've surfed?
I've been lucky enough for the last few years to travel around and surf some waves in the 25 feet range and all over Australia. And the waves that people are finding here in Australia, they're not just the scary thing is not the height of them; it's just the thickness of them. These waves that you can't actually paddle into, you need to get whipped in with a jet ski, and they're breaking on really shallow reefs, and it's just the amount of water that's going over the reef is getting quite scary. So if you could put it in tons of water going over rather than heights of waves these days. But it's exciting, and as I said, I've grown up surfing, and it's sort of like what I've always loved doing. So it's a buzz away from the training.
Okay, thanks Richie. Always a pleasure talking to you.
See you, mate.
Thank you. Guys, you can catch Richie fighting on Saturday, September the 3rd on PWP3 at the Roundhouse at UNSW. Check fightfan.com.au for details.